Welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be going through 5 meme coins that I think have a huge amount of upside. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. With that out of the way, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, first on the list we have DXY. Now this is the US DGen index. Now if you follow my channel, you know that I'm hugely bullish on this coin. I've been bull posting this all the way from back here when it was community taken over. I think I got in just after the community takeover started. Started posting around 500k. Now it ran up to 1.6 million and then it had a slow bleed as the market was pretty horrendous. Since then though, the team has been working super damn hard, and I think for me the narrative makes a huge amount of sense. So this is the US DGen index with the ticker DXY. DXY is also the ticker for the US dollar index, so I think that's pretty clever. It's also 6900, which is a mimetic number. Also their contract address is OX69 and ends in 69, which is quite mimetic, and their mission statement and goal is to, in essence, flip the dollar. Now, this happens when their market cap gets to 1 billion. So at a market cap of 1 billion, as they have a 1 billion supply, each token will be worth $1. Now, this ties in with monetary debasement. It ties in with inflation. It ties in with our purchasing power being worth less year on year. So this is a new currency for the degens. I've talked about this one a huge amount, but I am damn bullish on it. I think this one has massive potential. And if we're thinking that SPX, which this is a clear beta play to, is getting to a market cap of say 10 billion, 25 billion, 50 billion, then I think this one has huge amount of upside. As you can see, we're putting in a cup and handle pattern right now, so it wouldn't surprise me if SPX takes off. The market is paying attention to stock to meme betas, and they are looking at coins like DXY. So for me, at a market cap of 1.4, which is still a 1000x away from SPX's market cap, I think it is very undervalued and the market is just starting to catch on. Also, the content they're putting out is absolutely awesome. So have a look at their content. Make sure you follow them on Twitter. Also join their Telegram. All of it is around monetary debasement. They're making really cool videos, and I just think it's a really cool project with a great narrative. Now, for me, if we talk about price predictions, which are notoriously inaccurate, I do not see any reason why this one can't get to a market cap of 50 mil, 100 mil, 250 mil, maybe even up towards that $1 billion mark. All it takes is for a couple of people in the right circles or a couple of whales to start paying attention to this. So 100x from here, market cap of 142 million, I do not think that is outlandish at all. Back here, when we had a market cap of 150k, people were saying, oh, even a mil is, oh, that's a bit outrageous. No. As crypto evolves, as the bull market kicks off, more and more people are going to flow into cryptos. None of this is financial advice, but I think this one has at least 100x potential. Alrighty, next up we have Book of Ethereum. Now this is undoubtedly one of my favorite plays in all of crypto, not just meme coins. It's one of my biggest bags. DXY is another one of my biggest bags. Book of Ethereum, this whole project has been shrouded in mystery from the start. At the start, it was in essence just a trust me, believe in the process, and then if you believe, you'll be rewarded. And after a while, they were holders of Book of Ethereum would then airdrop Profit, and then after a while, holders of Book of Ethereum and Profit were airdropped Hope, History of Pepe, and then after a while, holders of all three were airdropped Believer NFTs. So it was somewhere around here in, I think, September, October, and then there was a long period of silence, but the whole narrative stayed intact. It was trust the process. These are OG devs, likely have connections to the OG Ethereum devs, as there are connections with two of the ETH founders. They've been interacting with Book of Ethereum. Also, one of the founders, Joseph Lubin's son's been interacting with Book of Ethereum. So there are connections there. Now, after a long period of time, Shiba Prophet, who hadn't been active for quite some time, started becoming quite active again. And through his activity, it was apparent that you should hold on to your Believer NFTs. Now, most of his posts are super cryptic, but if you are a believer and you do believe, you would know that it was a good idea to hold on to those NFTs. And if you did hold on to those NFTs, as of about 4 days ago, you could stake them on a pilgrimage. So, for example, I have my 3 Believer NFTs staked on a pilgrimage. Now, when you stake them, you earn gratitude points. We do not know at this stage what gratitude points are. However, what we do know is that previously Book of Ethereum holders have been rewarded. They've been rewarded with 3 different airdrops. Will it be another airdrop? Who knows? No way to tell at this stage, but just to put things in perspective, their rewards have previously been huge. If you held your airdrops up into the heights. They were worth thousands and thousands of dollars. And the 3 Believer NFTs that I got airdropped, currently there's a floor price of 0.37 ETH. So I could sell those 3 NFTs for about 1 ETH. And ETH at the moment is around 3,000 US dollars. Not too bad at all when we're considering that this is something that was just gifted to us. That being said, I think you'd be silly to sell your NFTs now. There is only 1,250 of them. These are unique NFTs. These are rare. There might be more connections than we currently know to those OG ETH developers. I'm definitely not selling mine. And I think not only are they amazing artworks, but I think the fact that we can send them on a pilgrimage and have some form of utility or some form of potential rewards by earning gratitude points, yeah, for me, that is enough. And I'm super excited to see how the Believers will be rewarded this time. However, regardless of what the rewards are, if there are even rewards, which I think there likely will be, it's just a cool process. It's just a cool project. And I love the fact that there is utility for holding and believing in the project. So yeah, Book of Ethereum for me. I think this one, I hate to give my like bull zone targets, but yeah, I think this one is easily going to all-time highs. I think this one could genuinely be the beta play to Ethereum. I think this one could be at $1 billion market cap, multiple $1 billion market caps, if the right connections are there that we think are there. If there are actually connections to Ethereum developers, then yeah, this one could go to crazy valuations. Obviously, none of it's financial advice. Take profits on the way up. But yeah, for me, Book of Ethereum is an absolute steal currently. Anywhere under 30 million, I think as soon as it flips this level, we are going to see, yeah, some pretty explosive price growth, quite similar to around here. I think if we're looking at the chart, we are probably at a similar level to around that $7 to $13 million mark, chopping around there for a bit before an explosive run up. I think it's realistic to think that a 50 to 100x is on the cards if some of the links are there that we do believe in. Alrighty, next up we've got Pepecoin, so a little higher market cap, but this is the OG Pepe. Now they've been working on this project since 2016, and although the chart doesn't look amazing right now, this is where you want to be buying projects. They are at a level of support, and it does look like the price is potentially bouncing. I think as soon as we flip this level at around 60, the bulls are going to be back in charge. People are going to realize that this is the OG Pepe. These guys have been cooking since 2016. They have so much utility. If you look on their website, pepecoin.io, you can see all the cool things that they've been working on. So they've got Pepe Messenger, encrypted messaging app. They've got Pepe Paint, where you can make NFTs, Pepe Mail. They've got games. They've also got MEXC, which is super cool. It's almost like an old school adventure role-playing game where you are a character and you can walk around and explore this universe. Now, there are going to be updates done to that, and there are going to be some pretty cool integrations. They're talking about allowing other projects to build in MEXC, which is this virtual world. So yeah, really, really damn excited on what Pepecoin are building. I think at the end of the day, even if you don't take into account what they're building, this is still the OG Pepe. This is the original Pepe, and I think that'll be given recognition at some stage. I think there is value when it comes to originality, when it comes to first movers. So yeah, for me, Pepecoin, very undervalued, sitting at a market cap of under 40 million. To me, that's crazy. It's a crazy valuation, and I think the market is going to FOMO in at some stage. It might not be until 60 million. It might not be until 160 million. But I think at some stage, the market is going to realize that there is a lot of value in the OG frog. So yeah, for me, Pepecoin, the narrative is the pepening, which is where it flips the other Pepe, which from here is 100x or so away. I think it's about a 200x away. Now, I can't even give a price estimate for Pepecoin, as, yeah, it could be a 10x, could be a 50x, could be a 100x. For me, I do think that there is a chance that this one does flip the other Pepe. I know that might be a pretty unpopular opinion, but I'm super damn bullish on Pepecoin. Won't give a price estimate for it, but yeah, do note that this is a project that's been around since 2016. If you are looking for something that is going to be there when you wake up in the morning, Pepecoin is that project. Next up, we can go a little bit further down the risk curve. We're going to be talking about Barry the Badger. Now, this is a base play, 200k market cap. Super bullish on Barry. This is once again another entry that you want to be looking for. You want to be looking for these projects that have bottomed out, reclaimed a key level, and that are starting to grind up. This chart reminds me quite a lot of DXY. Now, very, very different narratives, but big price run up, devs left, then there was a CTO, price ran up, and then since then there was a slow bleed. Now, eventually, if the narrative makes sense, which it does for Barry and it does for DXY, people will start accumulating at a price that they feel like is a bargain for them. If you look at Barry for me had that first run up, CTO, then after the CTO, big run up, and then since then it had that slow price bleed. However, for me, the price action is starting to look a little bit more favorable. I quite like it at an entry here at 200k. Now, the narrative is that the artist for Barry is the OG Toshi artist. Now, Toshi has a market cap of 231 million. It went up to a market cap of almost a billion. But yeah, the artist that did the initial Toshi artwork, Fatal Pen, check her out, super talented artist. Fatal Pen did the artwork for Toshi initially, and now Fatal Pen is doing the artwork for Barry. So if you want to have a look at Barry, check out their Twitter. You can see that their artwork is awesome. So Fatal does all the artwork for Barry, also does all the artwork for their NFTs. So the NFTs are absolutely unreal. Check them out. They're super cool. Check out Fatal Pen as well. Check out Barry the Badger. For me, it's primed to be one of the best betas to Toshi, as it has the OG Toshi artist. It was also launched on Toshi Mart, and I think it's been the most successful project launched on Toshi Mart when it went up to its market cap of around 2.6 million. And I think that the fact that the OG Toshi artist is still making art for Barry, and the fact that it's a badger. Honey badgers can't be stopped. Honey badgers take on animals that are 10 times their size. So although the price might look down and out, for me, Barry the Badger makes a huge amount of sense. We're also going to stay down the risk curve. So Agent Bapo. Now this one for me, super exciting. Now, I've chatted to the dev. Seems like a really good dude. He's worked on projects before that have run up into the multi-millions, up to around, I think, 7 million. Worked on Base Mario. But what excites me, their bot is fast. It is super damn fast. So if you want to join their Telegram, which is linked here, you can create images with their bot in seconds. Now, if you check out their website, you can see their artwork is pretty damn good. So this is all created by their bot. Their bot is super fast, and they're going to be working on a lot of cool stuff. So they're going to be working on not only image generation, but GIF generation. They're going to be working on video generation as well, and music generation. So many cool things that are coming up for Agent Bapo. Also, give Ramaflix a follow. So he is the dev. Now, a lot of the things that they're working on is covered here. So they've got a DApp launching next week. There'll be text to image to image, text to music, image video to music, text to video, image to video, music to video. Yeah, crazy the amount of stuff that they're working on. So you'll be able to subscribe to this service. Now, if you're involved in meme coins and you do make AI videos or AI art, you know that every single time that you create that, apart from the first few free entries, it does cost money, or there's at least a subscription that you need to pay for decent level AI. So Bapo is going to kind of have this all-in-one AI generation tool. It's also going to allow the Bapo bot to be in other Telegrams. People are going to be able to use it. And Bapo holders that are holding a certain amount, they're going to have free use of the project. So that gives the project value. And they're also going to be able to share in revenue of the subscriptions that people that are holding Bapo have. So yeah, really damn exciting. I think this is a pretty cool project. Super low market cap. It's got a market cap of only 50k. So yeah, this one, who knows where it could go. 100x from here is only to a market cap of 5 mil. That's not even a crazy valuation. So yeah, I think this one is at least 100x from here. Obviously, anything at this market cap is high risk, but you can get yourself 1% of Bapo for about $500 at this stage. I think this one is definitely something that I've placed a decent bet on. I think it makes sense. I think the narrative makes sense. The dev's a good dude. And yeah, definitely something that I'm willing to have a punt on. Alrighty, we're going to go one more risky project before we talk about something a little bit less risky, and that is Quawker. Once again, we're looking at charts that are bled out, that have communities that are still working. Quawker has a market cap of 77k. Now, this one only a couple of weeks ago had a market cap of 500,500k. So around an 8x from here. But what we can see at the moment is the floor is getting held between the 60 and 80k mark, and people at this stage are accumulating. So what I like about Quawker is I like that it's the first of its kind. As the meme coin goes through different stages and more things occur, then the meme coin evolves. So initially it was a baby Quawker. Now we're up to toddler Quawker phase. Then after that, we've got teenage Quawker. There'll be more NFTs that are launched. There are currently NFTs that are launched, and yeah, the project is cool. They are adopting Quackers. They've adopted at least one Quawker from Rotnest Foundation. Quackers are a real life animal, so they're doing a little bit of good in the world. And I think that at a market cap of 70k, this is something that you could make a huge amount of money on. So obviously high risk at these levels, but if this project does keep cooking, which I think it will as I talk to the team regularly, I don't see any reason why this one can't smash through all-time highs. High risk, high reward. If base season happens, when Coinbase allows DEX trading and Quawker keeps cooking, there is no reason why this one could not be another 100x project. if you want to make money, you don't want to be buying at the top. You want to be buying when a chart has bled out and is then in an accumulation range. You don't want to be knife catching, but you do want to be waiting for it to kind of hold a certain floor. These are the levels that make sense to bid. These are when you're going to get your high returns from projects. So yeah, Quawker for me, bullish on Quawker, love the team. And yeah, I think they are going to do super well. All right, last up, we're going to talk about something a bit less degenerate. Now, we're going to talk about Turbo. Now, this is the AI Turbo Toad Turbo. Now, I am bullish on Turbo. Turbo, love the community. They've been absolutely cooking. Price action as well. They've just reclaimed a key level. Now, this one is for me a coin that could be like a top 10 meme coin. They have Turbo Chain, which is the first AI meme coin blockchain, which was built on Near Protocol, one of the biggest AI protocols using Aurora. They have Turbo Swap. Yeah, over 125 spot exchanges, including Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, Kraken, all of the big names, or almost all of the big names. Yeah, crazy amount of exchanges there. So it's not hard to see why this one makes sense. They have so many different collaborations. They are always working. People are building on Turbo Chain. And yeah, it's an exciting project. This one realistically could still be a multi-billion-dollar meme coin. And this one does come with a lower risk. So yeah, for me, Turbo, I do have a bag of Turbo, and yeah, I'm bullish on the Turbo community. Shout out to all the Turbo Toads. If you are there, let me know down below. A couple of other ones that I'm definitely keeping an eye on at the moment are NASDAQ 420. So this is another stock to meme beta play to SPX. This one does make sense. It's a 420 meme. The community is super strong and the price action has been good of late. So yeah, shout out to the NASDAQ community. I am trying to see if the NASDAQ community does have strength. So yeah, if you are in the NASDAQ community and you want me to keep covering you, make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know that it is a project worth looking into more. Alrighty, that's going to wrap it up for me today, legends. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Drop a comment of your favorite meme coin down below. Let me know what I'm missing. Also, you can join the Discord if you want. I'll leave a link in the description. And as always, have a great rest of your day. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.